Hi, welcome to Mama's Natural. I'm your host, Rusty Red. This is my first video in an introductory series that I'm going to do to give you a little insight into my life and my family's and give you an idea of what got me started on my journey to natural parenting and how I started Mama's Natural. Before we get started though, Mama's Natural is not a multi-level marketing. It's not something I'm going to try to push on you and try to sell you. It is simply a group where I want to bring moms together with the same common goal of holistic and natural minded, and hopefully be an inspiration to those that are thinking about starting that journey as well. So let's get started. I'm a 32-year-old mother of two. Our oldest child is a son, Asher. He's almost 3. And our newest is our daughter, Gabriella. We call her Gabby a lot, and she's 10 and a half months. Before I got pregnant, I had gone to school for dog training and grooming. And when I got out of school, I came back and my fiance at the time and I started a business together in dog grooming and dog training. We rented for a while, about 5 years, we rented inside of a store in town, and just before our 5th anniversary of our business, we decided, we had just moved into this house a few months before, and we decided to move the business into our home. Little did I know that it was actually going to be one of the best decisions we made for our family. At the time, we were not really trying for children. We were not trying, but so we weren't really expecting children. So for me to have just suddenly uprooted and moved home was just an out of the blue kind of thing. And I'm like, I really want to work from home and have the freedom at home and not have to get up and go to the store every day. And so we have 4 bedrooms in this house, and our 4th bedroom is dedicated to my grooming salon. It was about a few months later, after moving into here with our business, that I found out I was pregnant. And obviously we were excited, we were ecstatic. My husband was a little stressed out at first for reasons I'll share in a different video. But ultimately we were excited. We wanted to be parents, and I always knew, even from a little girl, that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, or at least a work-from-home mom. So it just kind of felt like things were kind of falling into place. And because of the dog part of my life, the dog grooming, I spent those 5 years researching and learning everything I could about health and nutrition and proper exercise for dogs that I could. I still haven't gotten anywhere near what a lot of people know with all that, but I dedicated that time to learn as much as I could and try to do as best I could by my animals. And so we were fairly natural minded with our dogs as well. And when I found out I was pregnant, I knew I wanted to carry that idea over into my children, but I had no idea how to go about it. Being the youngest in my family, I didn't have younger cousins or siblings to have an idea of anything what to do with small children. So this was a completely foreign concept for me. Fortunately, around that time, we had kind of rekindled a friendship. This friend, I'll give you a little backstory on her real quick. She moved into my previous best friend's house just down the road from us. And in getting to know her, we found out she was really into dogs. She liked dog training, and she actually became the dog trainer for our company for several years. And then when she started to have her family get bigger, she got pregnant and stuff, she decided to spend more time at home with her children and left our company. And so we took up the mantle with the dog training at that point. And then we kind of fell a little bit out of contact with her for a while, just because with her going into the direction of having a family and we were still just into the dog aspect of our life, we didn't really our lifestyles didn't mesh. So we kind of fell out of contact for a little while. And then when I got pregnant, I told her, and she was so excited. She wanted to be involved in things and help me and be a support as much as she could. Mainly this was coming from the fact that she didn't have any family in the area, and while they were as supportive as they could be, they were a long ways away. So she raised her children. She's now got 3 kids with her husband kind of alone without the support of family members. And so she wanted to be a support for other moms to try to help them with some of the struggles that she went through. And so she started asking me questions. So I'm like, I wanted to do stuff. I've seen what you do with your children. You're fairly gentle and natural parenting minded for the most part. You make these awesome, healthy meals. And how do I even get started on some of this? So she started asking me some very important questions of, first of all, you got to answer some questions for yourself. What do you want to do as far as breastfeeding? What do you want to do as far as your diet? What do you want to do as far as your birth? She started asking me all these questions, and I'm like, oh, wow, there's more to this than I thought. So that began my journey through my pregnancy of discovering what I wanted for my vision with being a parent. And it ended up being totally different from what I'd always thought as a child. I was raised with a family that was very traditional mindset in, bottle feeding. And for the most part, my mom did breastfeed, but she also is no stranger to a bottle or pacifiers a lot. We self-weaned really easy, so it didn't end up becoming an issue, but my mom was really big into all that stuff. She's not really into extended breastfeeding. Circumcision was something that she really had a hard time accepting that we were not going to do with our son. So this was a very mind-shattering thing for me to rediscover what I wanted and what I thought parenting should look like. But my friend was what led me onto this journey. And in discovering this and finally becoming a mom when our son was born, and seeing the struggles that I was going through and other moms were going through on this journey, I decided I wanted to start helping other moms. Just like my friend was there for me, I wanted to help other moms discover what their goals are and help them meet them. So that was how Mama's Natural was born. So that kind of wraps up that little story, how I got into things. Stay tuned. The next few videos are going to be a little bit on my pregnancy experience and labor and delivery experiences with both my children. So comment below, how is your first pregnancy? What got you into being mama, a natural mama? What got you into being a natural mama, and what brought you to Mama's Natural? So share in the comments below, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.